Hey again, sorry about the awkward cut. Bandicam only allows me to record 10 minutes at a time, and I went a little over that, so here's the second part. So, as we were saying before, when number of commands equals 0, that means we're attempting to run off the end of the memento list, and we can't actually undo anything. So, we see out a message that says we shouldn't do that, and we return. Otherwise, command list is decremented. Command list is decremented to the last number of the last command in command list is changed to the number class's reinstate memento method. And the memento list and that reinstate memento method uses the memento list and the last memento in the memento list. Then number of commands is decremented, and that's the end of the undo function. So let's move on to the redo function. Redo, if number of commands is greater than high water, which is the maximum number of commands we want to issue, we see out that we're attempting to run off the end. And that means if we tried to add more mementos, then if we don't have anything to redo, is what is actually going on here. So, otherwise, we say that to the command list, your last entry is going to be equal to the previous entry. It redoes the last command, and then it increments. So you can tell that we can undo that later. And then we have all the variables here that I mentioned. Number receiver is just the number class that is corresponding to this caretaker class. Action is what we use to make this actually work. I don't fully know the details behind it, but this is what was presented to me. And then we have our command list, our memento list, number of commands in high water. Okay. And beyond that, we have our instantiations outside of the static class, because we have to do that. We can't instantiate static stuff in the class itself. So we need to make these global variables. And then the memento class, very straightforward. We have our constructor, and we set number as a friend class so that number can access the value of state. It's recommended to do this, but you could also have a getter instead. We already have a setter, so you could just add a getter in there instead of making number a friend class. And then the main method. Here's an example of what the main method would do, and basically it asks you what you want to do. It gives you the option to exit, double, half, undo, or redo. And if you were to try to undo while at the beginning of the program, it would print out an error. If you were to try to redo without having undone something, it would print out an error. If you tried to double or half, that would be just fine. and then you could undo or redo those later. So, real-world applications for the Memento pattern. As I mentioned, Microsoft Word's undo and redo buttons. And one thing that I wanted to point out is seeds for new worlds in Minecraft also use this. Seeds are stored in mementos when they are first created so that they will create the same world every time the seed is used. And that's it for the Memento pattern. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day.